Alrighty, let's get into it, guys. In the driveway, laid down some gravel. We were building in the middle of the winter time, so it was quite wet, as you can see in this video and photos that we put out. But we got down a nice base layer to cover that. Here is our fence that we had, and where we started constructing it to block the neighbor's junk that they had in their backyard. It was quite a mess to try to hide all that, but we got it covered up pretty good. Once we figured out where we wanted to put the house, we squared it up, put our rebar in, got it nice and square, figured up where everything was going to go, matched it to our blueprint. As we moved on, me and my brother and my wife and ourselves poured the concrete, and we got it as smooth as possible. I had a buddy with the excavator here that allowed me to use it and dig my own septic field, fill lines and septic tank. That was pretty nice of him. We were able to get all that done within 1 to 2 days. Shortly after completing the concrete pour and the septic, we started framing the house up, just me and my wife. That took us about 7 days to complete. Most hardest part, I guess, of this build would have been the rafter right there, which was 16 foot high. And then once we got all that done, we ended up hiring someone to put the plywood on the roof and the sides, just because it was too much for me and just my wife to handle that much plywood going up and down the roof. And once we got done with all the outside work of hanging the plywood, we moved inside to the insulation. We put the insulation in, but we did hire someone to hang the sheetrock. Right there you can see we poured our sidewalks and our back patio. And then once the sheetrock people were done, we came inside, painted, put up the shiplap walls, and basically we did 90% of the work on this house. We started in January of 2023. Our home was complete by March the 30th, I think, of 2023, so a little over 3 months. We did decide to go completely off-grid, which I think was a good investment. In the long run, it'll save us a bunch of money. We did invest a little over, I think it was $14,000 in our solar system, which we installed ourselves, which was a big learning curve for us because I've never done solar. However, I think it turned out quite well. You'll see at the end of the video where we powered it up for the first time. And it was quite exciting having electricity that wasn't powered by the county. It was kind of nice having our own power source. Since this video, we've actually upgraded our system, which is where the $14K for the total cost of the system came from. Once we got done with the inside, we started shifting our focus to the outside, where we constructed this pool deck around above ground pool. That took about 3 days to build, somewhere in there by the time we let the concrete settle so we could get up there and put the decking boards on. Right here was, I think, completion night, where we took that photo of the starry nights with the palm trees. It was very, very relaxing. Once we completed this house, we still had about 6 months left on our lease where we had rented, and we thought that we would just try it on Airbnb to see how it would do. And beyond our surprise, we made our money back on the investment within our first year. If you have any more questions, just shoot me a DM or a comment on the app. Thank y'all for viewing. All right, completely off grid. Charging the batteries. Got 120 volts coming out of there, 120 coming out of there. Flip the light switch, babe. we have power.